Eric live at Hyde Park. Eric Arnold here in the sports barn. It's daytime. It's daytime. I don't even know what to say. It's daytime. It's Sunday morning around 10 of 11. And here we are. We're in the barn again. We were in the barn before and the video didn't work. So I don't know what to say about that. We're going old school in this video. I mean, we just... I said this a month ago when I first started this. This is just one giant goddamn project. I mean, trying to get all these picks done, get them somewhat correct, and then making the videos on top of it, of which I'm all new to, and I'm not that tech savvy to begin with. Giant project. If you watched Friday night's video, it was a clusterfuck. We made the video out here just like we normally do, and I go back in there, and the first 2 minutes and 28 seconds fine, and then the video froze, where I'm basically like this. And the audio keeps going. You know, there's another fucking 25 minutes of audio, but I'm there. So I just decided to toss it. I have no idea why that happened. No, it wasn't because I was out of memory. Motorola people or Google people or whoever the hell makes my phone. It wasn't because of that. There was plenty of memory. So I don't know. Really irritated me. So you got the world's worst video of me sitting there in my easy chair. So now we're going to try again. I'm going to check right now to make sure this thing isn't frozen. Okay, it appears to be working. It appears to be working. Somehow the microphone, the battery went dead. I guess I left that on somehow. I don't think I did, but apparently I did. So we're going old school here, no microphone. So I'm just going to yell like I'm in a seminar and there are people way in the back room. That's what they always teach you in public speaking. Pretend you're talking to that guy in the back row. Hey, wake the hell up. Winners! We got winners, dude. Maybe we have winners. I don't know. So let's do some old school here. Let's old business, not old school, old business. Yesterday we had 45 games. 45 games. I lied on the video. I think I said we had 46. Upon further reflection, I can't count to 46. Maybe why we're not getting more winners, because I can't count to 46. But if you look carefully on that page I held up in Friday's video, there were 45 names on there. No, East Tennessee State did not count. That's why there was a line through it. So hopefully you weren't fooled by that. So let's see. All this was nice and neatly written down Friday night. So
The scores weren't there, obviously, or I would have done a hell of a lot better than I did. So let's go through it. They're written in chronological order, so you can kind of get a feel for how my day went. Early, Northwestern, they were there. They were right there. They closed it to within 7 with about 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes to go, and then Penn State just said, okay, that's enough of that. Penn State is really good. I said that Friday night. You missed a lot of good stuff Friday night. I was very profound, prophetic, and it all lost to history. Oh well. Northwestern not getting it done, 61-77. Probably the best team Penn State's ever had up there. Who knows where they go? I mean, can they get to the Elite Eight? I don't know. They're Penn State. I mean, at some point that outfit's going to turn into a pumpkin, you got to think. Anyway, Charleston, plus 3.5, not getting it done. They were tied at halftime and then just totally went away, losing 51-65. Texas Tech, what a disappointment. Disappointed! Texas Tech, a 3.5-point favorite at Oklahoma State. These guys were up like 8-9 points in the second half, and then they just stopped playing defense. And then at the end, I guess they got a short Italian kid there that can shoot, apparently. He burned me in an earlier game this year. Well, he burned me again. Kid misses the front end of a critical 1-and-1, and they go on to lose 70-73. Bad loss there. Cleveland State getting it done for us as a 6-point underdog, winning outright. In overtime, we had to survive the extra roll of the dice that the favorite gets when you go to overtime. We survived it, winning 67-66. Ohio, outright loser, never in it, 72-87. Bowling Green getting it done as a 7-point dog for 77-71. American, 68-72 loser. Lafayette winning 72-62, covering the 7. LaSalle, never in it, 8-point dog, got buried 69-84 at St. Louis. Florida International, disappointing, 2.5-point underdog. Don't even remember what jabroni team they were playing. 67-75, never in it, loser. UAB, 2-point favorite, nice, winner, 79-66. Arkansas State, 9.5-point 9-point underdog. They had a big second half, come up for the backdoor cover, 65-69, winner. We got lucky here, Western Kentucky, 2-point favorite. We needed the extra roll of the dice, and we got it done in overtime, 77-73. And then some losers. Now it's the parade of losers. Bryant, minus 9.5, never in it, losing to Donnell Marshall in Connecticut State, Central Connecticut State, 70-75. I guess it's possible Central Connecticut State's getting better. I mean, you'd think there's only one way for that team to go, so good for Donnell Marshall, bad for us, loser. Northern Illinois, bad day for them, -2, losing 60-65. Let's see, more losers. Kennesaw State, our first time playing them, losing 42-59, loser. Winthrop, 10-point favorites against Presbyterian, losing 89-88. Not much defense there. St. Francis of Pennsylvania, nice win for them. 70-55 at Mount St. Mary's. My analysis that you never got to hear was spot on with that. I said that Bobby Morris just went in there to Mount St. Mary's and whooped them. St. Francis and Bobby Morris are about the same team, so you can probably expect about the same result, which is what you got. I actually said shit like that. That was all, I'm not making that up. Colorado State, never in it, at Wyoming, as a 10.5-point underdog. They get the win, 77-70. They trailed the whole game before putting on a desperate charge at the end, but not nearly enough to get up to cover the 10.5. Loser. Oh, God, why? Why did I take Drexel? That team is on my no-fly zone. I knew better. The coach is not good. And I just went ahead and did it anyway. Zach Spiker sticks it to me. He had the lead at halftime, couldn't hold it at Elon, losing 70-75. My mistake. I trusted you. You fucked up. You trusted us. Yes, yes. Delaware, the most crippling game of the day. Those guys had, I think, a 10-point lead in the second half or something crazy like that. They were up significantly late and somehow just pissed it all away at William and Mary. So they get the loss. I get the loss. 77-81. They were only getting 3, and that's not enough. Loser. Sacred Heart, 1.5 point underdog. They get it done, 70-55 against whoever. I think Long Island, I believe. Charleston Southern, another crippler. We lost by 0.5 point. Loser, 75-79. That could have gone either way. Went against us. So we're catching a lot of close losses here. Greensboro, they get it done. 7-point favorites, 67-55. Morehead State, never in it. Big loser to Murray, 85-57. Florida Gulf Coast, never in it really, losing 54-64. Eastern Illinois, they had multiple chances to get this done as a 2.5 point favorite. Just couldn't get there, just couldn't get there. They got losing in overtime, 79-80, just couldn't get there. And then finally, the sun started to shine. Utah Valley, big underdog, 14.5 points. They were close the whole way against New Mexico State, who just took the day off. And they just narrowly lose, which was enough for us, 82-84. Grambling, plus the 9. They were there the whole way, led most of the game, losing at the end, 59-65. But a W for us as they covered a number. Morgan State, big second half comeback for these guys, covering the number, 57-62. Mississippi Valley State played great as a 14-point dog against Alcorn State. They get the W, losing narrowly, 88-92. Arkansas Pine Bluff did not join in the SWAC fun. They got hammered, 49-73. Green Bay, here's where the night turned. Green Bay, 2.5 point underdog, get up late to beat Milwaukee 94-90. Nidget, they were a huge underdog, 16.5 points. They hung close with Liberty the whole way. Started to fade a little bit at the end, but with that many points, they were able to get the cover, 49-62. Valpo and Green Bay, they're the ones that saved the day. Valpo trailed the whole game. They were down, I think, 20 at half, something like that. And they rallied like SOBs, and man, they came up and got it done, 65-62, big W. Those two happened right around the same time for me. They could have gone either way. We got them both, saved our ass. Cal State Northridge, loser, 98-110. Nice defense, Northridge. Towson, much the best, 2.5 point favorite at St. James Madison, 63-48. Now we're over here into some other late night games. Jackson State, 5 point underdog. They stayed close enough to get it done, 74-77. Cal Poly, sweet pretty Poly, 7 point underdog. We had to survive 4 free rolls of the dice here. Crazy. They cover 101-105 in quadruple overtime. I had this marked on my spreadsheet as a win like 6 different times. You know, oh, that game's over. And then it goes to overtime. Shit. Race it. Oh, now it's over. Now it goes to double overtime. Shit. Yeah, race it. So finally, you know, you're thinking what's going to happen here is one of these overtimes, whoever they were playing is just going to hit a couple threes, and then the foul parade will start, and we're going to end up with the worst bad beat of all time. But they get it done, losing 101-105. Nice Cal Poly. Utah State getting it done in the empty arena at Fresno, 71-59. And I should say not lastly, late night, UC Irvine at Hawaii, they get it done, 70-63. Now here's some of the bigger games that were on TV. I had put my home games separate Friday night just to keep you entertained. Vandy, 14.5 point underdogs at Florida, never in it. Runaway loser, 66-84. West Virginia getting 5.5 at Baylor. We actually had the home team here, and it was a winner, 70-59. Baylor, what can you say? They just continue to do their thing. No one's talking about them, but will they be able to beat Kansas when it matters? Who knows? That I'm not sure I'm ready to say they will. But they certainly got it done against Bob Huggins. Creighton, easy winner. 93-64. DePaul's folding the tents for the year. Creighton is on a roll. Probably the best team you don't know anything about. And then this one at the end, Mick Cronin. There's nothing I like better than to fade Mick Cronin, but I actually played this guy because his team's starting to get better. The guy generally keeps his team in the conference. They're always competitive, and we figured he's only laying 3. He probably will get it done. Big second half for those guys. They do get it done, 67-57. What does it all mean? Let's see. Winners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 winners, 21 losers, 24 and 21. I was ready to drive the car off the road around 5, 6 o'clock. I went out with my wife, and I'm trying not to, I'm trying to be the good husband and spend time with her and show, not, totally have my face in my phone just constantly. But I know these games are coming in bad, and I'm thinking this is going to be an outright goddamn disaster. And that's another thing as far as making these videos. I'm really trying hard to improve my handicapping, which I think having to explain myself to you helps me do that. It occurred to me that, I'm not unlike anyone else in some competitive endeavor, much like a basketball player or a basketball coach. And, you just don't see these basketball coaches setting themselves on fire every time the other team makes a basket. Well, I'm having trouble with that. Every time I lose, I'm pissed. And I'm putting up the picks. We're up over 200 picks now. So, it's kind of like, at a certain point, it's like, oh, there's another loss. Well, there'll be another win. I'll make a basket. They made a basket. I'll make a basket. I'm trying to be more like Jay Wright. The great Jay Wright with Villanova, who famously, when he won his first title, as they hit the miracle 3, if you will, to win, and everybody goes crazy. My brother jumps up in the bar that we had gone out to watch the game, and he runs around the bar, takes a whole lap of the bar. The place is going crazy. Then he sees a picture of Michael Jordan crying. Then he takes another lap around the bar going, I made Jordan cry! Which I don't really think he did. Jay Wright made Jordan cry. He didn't do dick, but he took credit for it anyway. And Jay Wright, all he did was just kind of, just as tired. Just kind of walked away. It was like, wow, that dude's cool. They would have been scraping Raleigh Massimino off the roof if that had happened while he was the coach. Right now, I'm probably too much Raleigh and not enough Jay Wright. So I'm trying to, keep my emotions more under control and stop wanting to kill myself every time I have a 3-4 game losing streak. I don't really want to kill myself, but it's just, just got to try to even keel it a little more. We're working on it. We're working on it. My wife doesn't think we're making much success, but, I hide the worst of it from her. We try not to break anything too obvious, she puts up with a lot. She does. No doubt about that. Okay, so where are we? I think we had like a 21st subscriber put on the production hat. So welcome. He was the one that got the Judge Smale's poem correct. I think he's also the fella that told me he's started his own little whiteboard blog, which frankly I haven't had time to look at yet. The guy's got some long weird handle, like D1, a bunch of weird characters, like it's his password or something. So I don't know what to call the guy yet. I'll come up with something, but hey, welcome. And if I've inspired you, hey, I guess that's kind of cool. I mean, I'll get some followers or whatever. I'm an influencer. But thanks, I appreciate it, and we'll just keep on going here. Trying to pick some more winners, more than yesterday. Yesterday basically wasn't very good at all, but we survived. So let's see if we can get some here. Let me get you some W's here, for Christ's sakes. My eyes were open around 10 p.m. last night. I was thinking pretty clearly. I think these games have a chance to be pretty good. Let's have it. All right, in chronological order, subscriber F. Early, we got Indiana, 8-point dog at Michigan. This is a game that is much more important to Indiana than Michigan. We think we have a coaching advantage as well. We like Archie Miller as a coach. We do not like Juwan Howard. Juwan Howard and his capable stooge Phil Martelli in the background. So we hope that Indiana hugs up close to these guys. Indiana has missed the tournament for God knows. I mean, that team used to be the thing. Now they're mostly irrelevant. They got to make the tournament this year. They got to make the tournament, or Archie's going to get canned. So we are going to say that Indiana plays with their hair on fire today. I've lost my list of how many stars. 1 star, because we just don't trust it totally. To refresh your memory, 1 star means our least amount of confidence. 2 stars, a little more, maybe around 55-66% on the 2-star games. And then 3 stars, we think those hit around 60-61%. We haven't had many of those because I don't have a hell of a lot of confidence in my college basketball picking. As you can see, our 3-star record sucks, 7 and 8. The ones we got the least amount of confidence in are hitting around 57-58%. So I'm not sure. I'd rather it was the other way, but well, what can you do? Anyway, 1 star on Indiana. Manhattan, 7.5 points at Siena. We'll take that. A lot of points in conference, empty arena. We'll take that, 2 stars. A huge amount of points here, 15.5. Tulane at Wichita. We're going to take the points. I mean, that's a lot of points. And as if you've spent more than a day in the sports barn here, you know we like points. So we're going to take that. We're only going to give it 1 star because Wichita has a coaching advantage. They've got a fantastic coach. So we'll give it 1 star there. Fort Wayne, they're gonna get the 2-star treatment. We like them. Fort Wayne, Quinnipiac. First time seeing those guys. They are getting 7.5 at Ryder. Quinnipiac, known mostly for their left-leaning poll of politicians and presidential candidates. Apparently they also have a basketball team. Well, we'll see if the basketball team's any good, because we are going to take them for the 2 stars. Missouri State plus the 3.5 at Indiana State. This one, I don't know what to make of this one. Ken Pomeroy says that number should be 6 or 7. Missouri, I don't know why I want to see Mississippi. Missouri State just had a really big win over Drake, I believe. So, I don't know. I guess that we're thinking that Missouri State's hit a groove. All right, we'll take it. I'm a little nervous about this one. A little nervous, but we'll take it. This one, this is probably your game of the day right here. San Diego State, undefeated, last undefeated team in the country. They're 5.5-point favorites at Boise State. This would be regarded probably as the last tough game for San Diego State before they get to the Mountain West tournament. In their quest to not just win the national championship, but go undefeated doing it, which would be the first time since 1976. I badmouthed San Diego State pretty much all, since the season, or at least these videos started. We're going to switch it up here. We are going to take San Diego State. We got it for 1 star. Because we don't, we still think there's some validity to the theory that undefeated record's going to weigh on them, and maybe this is the part where Boise State, plays it like, this is their Super Bowl and goes out and keeps it close. But I don't think Boise's all that good, and this is a game that San Diego State should be up for. I mean, it's just, it's their last tough game. They should be ready for this one. Anyway, we'll see what happens. And lastly, we like this game. Oregon, that's a tough place to play. They got a W for us earlier this week at home. I hardly ever play home teams in conference, as you figured out. I'm working on that. We're trying to get the model to spit out some more home teams. It did not spit out a home team in this case, and we are not taking Oregon. We are, in fact, taking Utah. Utah's coach, Larry Krystkowiak, is one of the best coaches you've never heard of. And he's getting 12.5 points. That guy's going to go in there and he's going to make a mess. And they're going to keep that game close. So it is written. So it shall be done. All right, that's it. That's what we got. We covered the old business, 24-21 yesterday. Our record stands at 145 and 113, which is around 56%. Hell, we like the better ones up around 58%, but we are cranking out the games. We're cranking them out. That's kind of what we wanted to do. We wanted to shoot the ball. Russell Westbrook here is shooting the ball. We're shooting the ball. We're shooting the ball. Well, let's hopefully make a few here today, What do we got? 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Let's get some of these, damn it. I think we're +4 for the week. Is that right? +4 for the week. That's okay. It's better than losing. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's better than losing. So let's get 1 or 2 today and call it a successful week. All right, that's what we got for you. Daytona 500 this afternoon. If you like that, I'm going to watch it. I haven't clue who's in it, and I really don't have a clue who's going to win. So there you have that. All right, thanks. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you like. Tell somebody about it. Very good, very good. Eric Arnold, out.